Hello and welcome to my channel. Do you know why Donald Trump might be the best thing that happened to the United States? Do you want to know why? Since returning to office in 2025, Donald Trump has once again become the center of global attention, admired by supporters and fiercely criticized by opponents. Yet beyond the headlines and political drama lies a powerful truth. Trump's leadership has brought about major transformations in the American economy, foreign policy, government efficiency, and innovation strategy. Whether one agrees with his style or not, the results are difficult to ignore. From record-breaking economic performance to bold international deals and strong regulatory reforms, Trump's presidency might go down in history as one of the most impactful, and for many Americans, the most beneficial. Economic growth and job creation under Trump's leadership in 2025. The U.S. economy made an impressive comeback. Since the start of his second term, the country has added over 670,000 jobs, exceeding expert expectations month after month. One particularly notable statistic is the growth in native-born employment. Over 2 million jobs were filled by American-born workers, even as foreign-born employment declined significantly. This shift directly supports Trump's long-standing focus on putting Americans first in economic opportunities. Moreover, inflation has remained under control, with core inflation holding steady at just 2.1%, the lowest it has been in more than a decade. Wholesale prices and import costs have also remained low, bringing stability to both producers and consumers. On top of that, the administration generated almost $90 billion in tariff revenue, helping the U.S. record a $27.2 billion budget surplus in June, the first time the country has recorded a June surplus since 2005. These achievements show how Trump's economic and trade strategies are producing measurable results for the average American. Bold trade policies that favor American interests. Trump's trade strategy, often criticized during his first term, has now become one of his strongest tools in reshaping the global economic order. In April 2025, he introduced what he called the Liberation Day tariffs, a sweeping plan that placed a 10% tariff on all imports and even higher rates up to 50% on countries with large trade surpluses against the U.S., though controversial. This move forced nations like the European Union, Indonesia, and Vietnam back to the negotiation table, resulting in new bilateral trade deals that better protect U.S. manufacturers and farmers. The results speak for themselves. Domestic businesses have shown renewed strength, and U.S. companies are beginning to reshore supply chains. While some economists point out the risks of global retaliation, others admit the tariffs have successfully stimulated investment and business formation in key sectors, from steel to semiconductors. Trump's approach to trade shows a clear departure from passive globalism, favoring a tougher stance that prioritizes American production and jobs. Strong foreign policy and global leadership. In just a few months of his second term, Trump has reshaped the global diplomatic landscape. His administration has overseen several bold actions, including military strikes against Iran's nuclear program and renewed support for Ukraine. But perhaps his most surprising achievement came when he helped broker a historic peace deal between Israel and Iran, two countries long considered bitter enemies. At the same time, Trump has succeeded in pressuring NATO allies to significantly increase their defense budgets, reaching the previously unimaginable goal of 5% of GDP. These foreign policy wins underscore Trump's belief that peace is best achieved through strength, and that the United States must lead by example. With a clear focus on military readiness, strategic deterrence, and the defense of democratic values, Trump has restored a sense of authority to U.S. foreign relations. Domestic reform and government efficiency, one of Trump's top priorities upon returning to office, was cutting government waste and streamlining public services. On his first day back, he reversed more than 100 executive orders from the Biden administration, immediately freezing new regulations that would have slowed business activity. He also created a brand new federal agency, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, to identify, track, and eliminate bureaucracy across federal departments. This initiative has led to the introduction of digital reporting systems and real-time performance tracking for federal programs. At the same time, Trump pushed through a permanent extension of the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, ensuring continued tax relief for businesses and individuals. Critics argue that his cuts to welfare programs like Medicaid and SAP were harsh, but his supporters believe these reforms are essential to reducing dependency and rewarding hard work. Overall, Trump's aggressive pursuit of efficiency has reduced red tape and brought private sector speed to public administration. Advancing American innovation and technology. President Trump has made it clear that he wants the United States to remain a global leader in science, space, and technology. His administration recently passed the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, which approved massive new funding for NASA's space missions, including upcoming launches to Mars and lunar exploration under the Artemis program. He also committed to expanding the International Space Station through 2030 and fast-track spectrum auctions to ensure the U.S. stays ahead in 5G and wireless technology. But perhaps most significantly, his team introduced the Guiding and Establishing National Innovation for U.S. Stablecoins Act, a game-changing piece of legislation that provides regulatory certainty for digital currency and strengthens the dollar's global position in the era of decentralized finance. These forward-thinking policies have earned Trump praise even from some of his past critics, who now acknowledge his commitment to keeping America competitive in an age of rapid technological change, using influence to support public health, though many associate Trump with vaccine skepticism. Research shows that he had a powerful positive impact on public health messaging. In October 2021, he appeared in a vaccine promotion campaign on YouTube. The ad reached over 1,000 counties and resulted in more than 100,000 additional COVID-19 vaccinations. This success came at a low cost and demonstrated Trump's ability to influence behavior, even among hesitant groups. The campaign highlighted an often overlooked strength of his leadership, his unique connection with specific voter demographics, and his capacity to move them toward action, especially when it matters most. Unmatched political momentum and execution. Since January 2025, Trump has moved faster than nearly any other modern president. In fact, some political commentators have compared his pace of accomplishments to that of Franklin D. Roosevelt. In just the first 200 days, he secured major victories on taxes, military funding, regulatory reform, and border security. His supporters, including conservative activist Charlie Kirk, praised Trump for finally addressing long-standing issues that previous presidents avoided, such as defunding public broadcasting, reforming the TSA, and pushing merit-based hiring in government. Trump's leadership style, which emphasizes urgency and results, has energized his base and demonstrated that rapid political change is possible when leaders are willing to act boldly. Conclusion: the Trump impact: bold, fast, and transformational. Donald Trump's presidency might not fit the mold of traditional politics, but perhaps that's exactly why it has been so effective. He challenged long-held assumptions, pushed back against global dependencies, and delivered a new vision of American self-reliance and strength. Under his leadership, the country has seen job growth, stable inflation, technological investment, stronger borders, and renewed global leadership. Critics may highlight his rhetoric or confrontational tone, but results matter, and for millions of Americans, Trump's results speak louder than any speech. Whether history sees him as a revolutionary or a disruptor, one thing is clear: Donald Trump may very well be the most influential force in American politics in the 21st century. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you.